Welcome up my dear student to this topic that is about the synapse. In the previous classes you have already known about the synapse, that is what is the synapse. Today's topic that is about the electrical synapse. Such as in previous classes you have known already that synapse that is a close association of neuron with maintenance of a little gap is called synapse. Is called synapse. Close association of neurons, maintenance of a little gap between a both neuron. Close association of neuron with maintenance of a little gap is called synapse. Okay, and synapse is of two types. And have you also studied? You have also known in previous class that is the speed of conduction. In myelinated fiber, speed of conduction that is the 10. This means 100 to 120 meter per second. But in non-myelinated fiber, speed of conduction that is 10 to 20 meter per second. In non-myelinated fiber, but in myelinated fiber, 100 to 120 meter per second. Speed of conduction. In myelinated, 100 to 120, and in non-myelinated, 10 to 20 meter per second. A speed of conduction. And synapse that is the attachment of close association of neuron with maintenance of a little gap is known as synapse. And synapse is of two types: electrical synapse and chemical synapse. In that today's topic that is about the electrical synapse. Okay. Here you are seeing this is the figures of close association of neuron with maintenance of a little gap. Little gap that is present between the two neuron, that is very small gap, 0.2 to 10 nanometer. Okay, so this is the maintenance of connection of, this means attachment of, articulation of close association of neuron. Close association of neuron with maintenance of a little gap. This means of one neuron terminal part and of other neuron head part is connected with each other. Okay, that is separated by a small gap. That space is called synaptic cleft, synaptic gap, such like you can see here. But in electrical synapse, both synaptic knob of one neuron's terminal part, synaptic knob, and of other neuron head part, this means on the cytone dendrite is present, on other part, other neuron dendrites is connected, is present between a gap that is 0.2 to 10 nanometer. But in electrical synapse, both neuron is connected with each other by connexin protein. By connexin protein, that is a membrane protein. Both neuron is connected by a connexin protein. Cytoplasmic bridge formation. Cytoplasmic bridge formed. Cytoplasmic bridge junction formed between the two neurons for the flow of. Why bridge formation is happen between the two neurons? Why cytoplasmic bridge formation is happening? For the flow of impulse. For the flow of impulse. In the electrical synapse, flow of impulse is bidirectional. Presynaptic membrane to postsynaptic membrane and postsynaptic membrane to presynaptic membrane. And you note that between the presynaptic membrane and postsynaptic membrane a very small gap is present, that is 0.2 to 10 nanometer. And that space is called the synaptic place, synaptic gap. But in electrical synapse, both membrane, presynaptic membrane, this means one neuron, another neuron, that is postsynaptic membrane, is connected with each other and form a bridge. That bridge is called cytoplasmic bridge junction, cytoplasmic gap junction, for the flow of impulse from presynaptic membrane to postsynaptic membrane and postsynaptic membrane to presynaptic membrane. This means vice versa. In this very important point to remember, which has asked in medical exams, that is this. First, that is both membrane, presynaptic membrane and postsynaptic membrane, this means one neuron and other neuron, connected with each other by a protein, by a membrane protein. That protein is connexin protein. That protein is called connexin protein. That connexin protein is a membrane protein. Okay. Second point, that this membrane, this cytoplasmic bridge formed between the two membrane, two neurons. In how much distance? 0.2 to 10 nanometer, because gap between the presynaptic membrane and postsynaptic membrane only 0.2 to 10 nanometer. Due to this cytoplasmic bridge is formed, distance is 0.2 to 10 nanometer. Only this. Okay. And second point is this. First, that is the both membrane, presynaptic membrane and postsynaptic membrane is connected with each other and form a cytoplasmic bridge by a connexin protein. And this bridge formation is for the flow of impulse. And second point is very important, that is the flow. This bridge is for the flow of impulse, and impulse flow of impulse in electrical synapse is bidirectional. Presynaptic membrane to postsynaptic membrane and postsynaptic membrane to presynaptic membrane. This means vice versa. Okay, this is the knowledge of electrical synapse. But in chemical synapse, flow of impulse is only one direction. That is in the next class.